I just wanted to get on here and do some like stress relief. Had a rough day today. And I just took my Ambien. Yes. Got my Ambien back so I can sleep good. I just took it. So I'm kind of feeling kind of, loopy. So if you're in here, it's just me and you, man. Just one person in here. Say hi. Make yourself known. Oh, you left. You're out of here. Oh, it's kind of late. I don't know if people are going to come in here. What time is it? Oh, it's already 10:17. It's Friday night. People should be awake. Play another video. Someone comes in.
I've been battling depression in the booth of what I sup in. My brain's a lethal weapon, killing all my second guessing. Ask who the best, and I'm the answer to the question. Flow harder than erections, headed in the right direction. Which is up for you dumb fuck. Yeah, I came from bum fuck. Praying for.
Okay, I got one person here again. Who is it? It's just me and you. Just one-on-one. Just one-on-one if you want to talk. If not, it's going to be boring because there's no one in here but you. So, maybe I'll do it this way this time. Put my feet up. Put my mouse up here. Oh, you left. One person come in, they leave. Okay, let's go back to the the outro.
I've been battling depression in the booth of what I sup in. My brain's a lethal weapon, killing all my second guessing. Ask who the best, and I'm the answer to the question. Flow harder than erections, headed in the right direction. Which is up for you dumb fuck. Yeah, I came from bum fuck. Praying for a come up, cause fuck where I come from. Hoes never look.
Okay, now we got 3 people in here. Got to be someone that wants to say hi now. I had one person come in and they left. I had another person come in and they left. They didn't say anything to me. They're being a hermit. Q the Audit. What's up? Hey, Q the Audit. I saw what you wrote on that the Auditor Awards thing. That was cool. Thanks for that. I'm your favorite. That made me feel good. But yeah, I had kind of a rough day, man. Had the shadow ban still going, so I'm pretty much abandoning that channel unless they can come back. It's just going to take a while, but my social media manager is still going to do like drop like one of those little videos a week until it comes back. Like it came back, ended up getting 40,000 views on one of the videos, but then, you know, this last one that I just dropped just got 15,000. That's what I keep getting stuck at. It's like the 15,000 mark. It's what it is. And I never had 15,000. Like I would get a 15,000 like once in a blue moon. It was a crap video, but like every video now is 15,000. So, and then my shorts, same thing. Shorts are like 2,000 views. Like if I get lucky, I'll get like 10,000 on a short. And my shorts used to get like minimum like 100,000 on a short. So I'm still banned. So I don't know what I'm just going to start working on the backup channel full time now. I should be monetized in a couple days on that one, but I'm not going to make that much money because it's a small channel. But you know, I could probably still make more on the DMA channel, but I don't want to. I have potential to grow into the other channel, you know, like this one. If they're just going to ban me, then forget it. So I got to just keep going, doing something else. Unless it eventually, I think eventually it'll go away. Just don't know when. Maybe it'll be another 3 months. Who knows how long they're going to do that. I'm not dropping anything new on there. Decided. Only compilations now. Anything new is going to go in the backup. So I got that going. So then I was like pissed about that all day. And then I had to get a new phone because my phone is messing up. So I did like a $5 warranty exchange. And I got the new phone. I didn't want them to back everything up because I wanted to have like a fresh phone, like with all my memory on it, because it was getting kind of clogged up with all my pictures. And since they did that, I had to like re-log into all my accounts and everything. And I was fine with all my YouTube and Google accounts, fine. But like my Facebook, I couldn't log in and I knew the password and it wouldn't let me log in. It's like reset your password. Then it was error, wouldn't let me do it. And then it's like, oh, you tried to do it too many times. And so like I can still get into my Facebook with my computer, but that's it. I can't, none of my phones. I have a bunch of phones because the cops keep stealing my phones when I get arrested. And I get them back and I had to get a new phone in the meantime. And then I don't use these phones. Like I don't plug them into my computer or use them really because I don't know what kind of spyware they put on them. And but I was trying to get into my Facebook on those too. Wouldn't let me. So I had to create a whole new Facebook account and then tell everyone, because I can still talk to my members only group on my computer. And I said, everyone add me in as a friend on this one. I'm going to switch it all over onto that. So it's been kind of a nightmare, dude. Nightmare of a day. A value pack? Yeah, I should buy a value pack because every time I get arrested, they confiscate my phone and then they have it for a while and then I just don't trust it, dude. They could put some kind of spyware on there or something like that. Especially the one that went to the federal government. I don't trust that one at all. The one that went to Sheridan, I'm less thinking they did something, but they still could have. So, but I mean, I gotta look on the bright side. At least I got a new phone now with like full memory. You know, I got like I only got like 28 gigs used up right now with, I don't know if that's like apps or whatever it is, but my other one was at like 170, 180. I was getting close to being done, or no, it's like 100 because it's 128 gigs, the phone. So it was getting kind of clogged up. Especially when I start shooting, because I'll do audits on there sometimes. If I don't have my good camera, I'll just record on that. I actually got a new audit. I went to go get my footage from Jefferson County Jail. I still haven't even looked at it. I've been so busy. But there was a Golden police officer there. I was getting gas. Pulled someone over, dude, and I went and talked to the guys. They're driving a Volvo. Totally cool. He got pulled over for not, because when someone's pulled over on the side, you're supposed to not like buzz them. You're supposed to get onto the other lane furthest from them, and he didn't do that, so they pulled him over for that. I actually got a ticket for that once. And again, victimless, like didn't hurt anyone, thing. Like, yeah, you could have hurt someone, but he didn't. I'm not saying that he should do that, but he did do it, and he got money stolen from him for it. So anyways, I was talking to them for like 5 minutes, having a good convo. And then I was like, I'm going to go check out this cop. And I went over there right away. The cop's going like this, you know what I mean? Like, oh, and I was like, I already knew what he's doing. And then somebody drove by me and he's like, get a life, dude. And I was like, I love you. And then I turned my attention back to the cop, and then he gets out of his cruiser. He's like, hey man, can you just not record me like this? Like, go, you can record, but just go over there. Just don't. I was like, oh, how come? I was being all nice. And he's like, I'm just asking. Because I said, I'm not interfering or anything. I'm just documenting this. And he's like, I know, I'm just asking. He's like, just don't get too close to the window. And I was like, man, I wasn't even going to do that. But I mean, I can lawfully. I mean, come on. And then he did his little thing, wrote the ticket, and like showed me the ticket, like, haha, like I'm writing this guy a ticket. And then he went and gave him the ticket, and then came back, and I said, hey, man, can I get your name and badge number? Or I said, can I get your card? And he just pretended like I didn't exist and just walked away, got in his cruiser and left. So then as he got in his cruiser, I took my phone, I touched it right against his window like that, because he told me he didn't want to get too close. So went and touched it right to his window just because he was being a douchebag. It's not illegal. You can touch their cars. You just can't damage their cars. So... and he stormed off, and I gave him the bird. And then I went over to Golden Police Station and was talking to the ladies in records. And apparently it's their policy that if they make contact, they have to give you a business card. And she gave me his business card. So I got his business card now. And I did a public records request for the body cam footage and make a video out of it. And the interaction with the police officer, it's not like that. It's not like a bang or anything crazy happened. It's just like I just told you. But like there's more to this video now, because when I went in there, she was saying that I have to provide my ID in order to get body worn camera footage. And now CORA is different than CCJRA. So CORA is like records for like the courts and public employees and stuff. CCJRA is for police. And so it's a little bit different. Now, CCJRA, they can define their own process that says that they can adopt like their own process that says we require you to show ID. So I just asked her, I said, can you show me your defined process? And she said, yeah, it's in our policy, and go look up whatever. And she gave me the site, and I went there and I spent like literally like 30 minutes going through this policy, trying to find it. Couldn't find it. Went over there and said, hey, I've spent like 30 minutes here in the lobby trying to find this policy. I couldn't find it. Can you help me find it? And she was like, oh yeah, maybe let me see what I can do. And she went and I found it. And it's not in the policy. It's in their guidelines. Okay. Remember, words have meanings, guys. Guidelines. Okay. Not, revised statutes or city ordinances or policy. It's just guidelines. And she's highlighted as here it is. And it says the employees are to request full names or request ID from members who are the public who are requesting body worn camera footage. And I just kind of read it a couple times, and I was like, oh, okay, well, this says that you can request it. She's like, yeah. It's like, okay, well, words have meanings. And so this doesn't say that I am required to give it to you. It just says that you are supposed to request it. And I said, I can decline. And she said, yeah, you can decline. See what I'm saying? Like they just try so hard to get your ID. So that's going to be the main thing of the video now, is her trying. And she's a really nice lady, but like they knew better. I mean, she knew that I wasn't going to give it. I came in with my phone. She probably knew what was going on. I don't know if she knows me. I'm not really known in Golden, but they know that they can't make you. I mean, they can if they would define a process, but they didn't have that. Their process just says that you shall request it. So, I mean, she didn't have to keep me in there for, an extra 30 minutes while I'm just looking on a goose chase there to get the body worn camera footage. So that's going to be another thing, it'll be good educational one. Like, hey guys, you got to know what you're talking about. That's why I say, if you don't know your rights, you don't have rights. And, if you don't know what you're talking about, because if I went to, another state, I only know stuff for Colorado. I don't know stuff for other states. I'd have to relearn it all. So that's another reason I don't want to move out of the state, because I have to relearn all the laws. But I know that now. And, I didn't know that before. There's a lot of videos. There's a video I was helping. It was a good video too, years ago, helping a friend out. They wouldn't give him a 911 dispatch call because they said he had to show ID. And I don't know if it was in their defined process because we made a big deal about it, but they were certain that it was lawful for them to do that. And then they ended up giving it to us though, and he didn't have to show his ID. So I don't know if they didn't have the process, that's why they gave it to him, or maybe it was in the process, but because they didn't show it to us that it was their defined process. And maybe they're just like, hey, because they got a ton of phone calls and stuff off that video because it got a lot of views. And I put all their emails and phone numbers in there. They're getting tons of calls. It was a live stream too. When I was there and had like 600 people in the live stream. And so they were calling, people were calling in right then. So maybe they were just like, oh, just give it to him. But that's the thing. If that's the case, they were like, hey, just give it to him. If you have a policy or a law or a guideline, any of that stuff that doesn't need to be enforced 100% of the time, then it doesn't need to be in existence. That's what I think. You know what I mean? If they have discretion where they could say, okay, just give it to them, we don't need the ID, get them out of our hair, then I don't think that should be even, it's not irrelevant then, right? Like you'd never say that like with murder. Hey guys, use your discretion, if you're going to arrest this guy for murder, okay? Like, no, you have to take them in for every single time for that, right? It has to be a law. Okay. Showing an ID to get body cams, if you can use discretion, clearly it doesn't even need to be there at all. Just take it out completely. Ordinances are the worst of the worst, bro. Ryan. So what are you guys doing tonight? Just chilling or what? Finally got some peeps in here. When I first started the stream, there's like one person. I was like, hey man, it's just me and you. What's up? You got to talk or it's going to be boring. And then he just left. And I started playing another intro and then somebody else came in. I was like, hey, what's up? Got another person. Say something. And then he just left again. Some people just like to creep, They like to lurk. They don't like to say anything. They're too nervous. They're too nervous to talk to DMA if it's just one-on-one. Mm-hmm. This channel is like super intimate, dude. So, it's really small. It's growing though. I have 250 subscribers, not 1,000. And just like a few weeks ago, I had 199. So, it grows because I put this link in the description and pinned comment of the new videos on the DMA channel, but they're only getting 15,000 views. Imagine if they were getting 50 to 100,000 like they usually do. I'd have already like several hundred on this channel. But okay, so we got some more peeps coming in. They're saying stuff at least now. Got Jethro in the house. What up, dog? You're gonna say I know you always lurk. You're the lurker guy, you and Sweet Tea. And then we got username in the house. What up? So I was just telling everyone about my bad day that I had today. We all get bad days, and like I knew I was attracting more of it because like it started out bad because I was upset about only getting 15,000 views on that video because I thought for sure it was 100,000 viewer type video, at least 50, dude. If I'm overestimating it, it's at least 50. And it got 15 and died. It's like that's what because it does well in the beginning and then it just dies. That's how all of my videos go. They do pretty decent in the beginning and then 15,000 dead. It's like that's the max that YouTube will allow me to get. So I was upset about that. And then I went to go work out and I was kind of running late because I was trying to hustle because I had a doctor appointment at 2. Then I start driving down the street and then I realized my entire protein shake. I make a big ass protein shake. I put a banana. I put like 2 strawberries, a cup of full fat plain yogurt, cinnamon, milk, water, and a cracked egg and casein. And I mix it all up. It's like a big old thing. It's like because it's got a lot of protein in it. And then it gives me a lot of energy. It's like 600 calories too before my workout. And then I was driving just down the road and I realized the whole thing spilled out in my duffel bag. So I had to drive back, clean it out, make a whole nother one, and then haul ass. I had to haul ass with my workout. At least I got some good legs in. I'm getting stronger, dude. My legs are getting strong. They're getting big too. And I'm getting back to, I'm like the weights, I'm putting up more plates now. Like each time I go in, I'm getting stronger. So, because I was plateaued for a while. I wasn't really taking it seriously. I was only going a couple days a week or something. Now I'm taking it more seriously and I'm eating better. I weigh 166 pounds. Just went to the doctor today. That's good. For me, I was usually sitting around 145, 150 for a long time. So I'm getting big. Yo, what's up, Wicked Wembley? What's good with you, bro? Oh yeah, so I was telling peeps before you came in, I just got a new video, man, by accident. I went to go pick up the footage from the jail. I haven't even looked at it yet to make sure it's all there, but I went to go pick that up, and I was in Golden, and then I had to stop and get gas, and there's a traffic stop right there. I went over there, and the cops all doing this thing, and then he got out telling me not to record. I got to go over here, and I was like, why? I'm not interfering. And he's like, oh, I'm just asking, though. I'm asking. Just don't get too close to the window. I was like, what? I was like, I wasn't even going to get close to your window, man. But I mean, come on. I can if I want to. And then he was just being a douchebag when he got out to give him the ticket. And then I was trying to talk to him. Like, he made contact with me. And I have to report all my police contact to my federal probation officer. So I need to try to get their names and badge numbers and stuff. And I'm going to tell them that too. I'm like, hey, man, I'm on federal probation. I need your card so I can give it to my probation officer. I have to let her know of all police contact because they don't like that. Because, I'm feds, dude. So, like, that's one thing that auditing Erie County said was a blessing. He said he would get, like, detained and stuff in handcuffs. They were going to arrest him. And then they find out he's on federal probation and they'd let him go. Because if you arrest someone on federal probation, that means that the feds are going to come in and, like, investigate on your department. They're going to be digging in your stuff because they have, authority over to just, like, go through their stuff, and they don't want that because most departments are corrupt. They don't want the feds in there fishing around for stuff. So he said he got let go a couple times because of that. So those cops aren't going to like it when I say, hey, I got to report your name to my federal probation officer. But he just ignored me and got in his car and left, dude. That's it. So I flipped him off, and then I went to the station to do a records request on the body worn camera, and she was trying to tell me I have to give my license because it's in their policy. And so CCJRA, they can define their own process for that, but not CORA, but it's CCJRA for cops. And so I said, well, I need to see the copy of your defined process. And she told me to look in the policy, and I did, and for about half hour, and I couldn't find it. And then she found it for me, and it said guidelines. It's not policy, not ordinance, not statute. So it said that you are to request their ID. So I said. So I had to tell her, hey, it says request. Words have meanings. It doesn't say I'm required. It says you are to request it, and I can decline. And she's like, yeah, you can decline. I was like, okay. So that's really what the video is. It's not even it's not even be anything major, but it's a good educational one. Like I said, if you don't know your rights, you don't have rights, and you got to know what you're doing, or you're going to get bullied. Because 99.9% of the people that come in there and do that, they say you got to show your ID. They're just going to say, okay, I got to show my ID. And a lot of times I don't care now. Like, if they already know who I am, like, I'll just give them my ID, because for me, it's not worth the fight. Because then I want the records, but now it's going to be a whole new issue that I have to deal with. And they already know who I am anyways. So it's stupid. But I used to do that a lot in the beginning when I wasn't known, and never give them my name, just out of principle. And like here in Golden, they didn't know who I was. So they only know me in, like, around here in Denver. Like, Golden's not far, but it's still part of the metropolitan area. I don't go there very often. So they didn't know who I was. So if they don't know who I am, I'm not going to give you my name. He must have seen my last video. No, I don't think so. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. He might have. Not very many people saw that. So, and I was excited too. It started out doing good, but they just die out real quick. And like that Direct D compilation, my compilation videos usually have about 150,000 to 500,000. They get a lot. They do well all the time. And that one has 29,000. There's no way, dude. That video was so well put together. has so much, like, people like compilations because they're just like action packed kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So I anticipated at least a couple 100,000, but that's another sign. So what are you guys doing tonight? You just chilling before bed or what? I feel better now. So I took my Ambien. Now I'm just like relaxed and don't care. That's kind of what I like about Ambien too. It's kind of like a Xanax type thing. Makes you just like not care about your stress. So yeah, so it looks like I'm going to be working on the backup now full time. The main channel is just going to be my social media manager is just going to drop once a week those little compilation videos on there, just once a week, just to test it, just to see if eventually one blows up. And then I'll know the band's finally gone. But I mean, I thought the band was gone. Like one of them did 40,000 views, which is pretty good, right? For a little 10-minute compilation video, I thought that was back to normal. But then I dropped that one. I don't know if you guys saw it with the newest one that I just dropped yesterday. I thought it was I thought it was an amazing video. It's one of my best ones. Top tier. Should have done way better than that. Getting stoned. I can't do that no more. That's one thing I can't do. I still take my legal stuff. I got Ambien and I get tizanidine, which is like a muscle relaxer, just like a downer, just relaxes you. And I have my Adderall, but I mean, I take that for my ADD. But I'm actually switching. I asked her if I could switch back to Ritalin, because Ritalin's like less strong of a stimulant. Because I want to, it helps me stay focused, but if I can do something that's less strong, I want to. Because I don't want to be on stimulants. I don't, but I'll take them for now because when I'm sitting here trying to edit on the computer, it really does help me focus. And then without it, I'm just scatterbrained and I get sidetracked and daydream and stuff a lot. So it helps me, but I don't want to be on it. It's just kind of right. Like I wouldn't take an Advil every day, if I don't have a headache. But so if I can get away with something less potent, because I took Ritalin before and it worked, but then I switched over to Adderall and I've been on that for a while. And I stopped taking it because I stopped going to school. I used to be an electrician. I was going to school. That's why I needed it. And I didn't take it for years. And then I got back on it for doing my edits. But yeah, I mean, an Ambien and Adderall, you got to be careful because it's an upper and a downer. As she told me, she's like, don't take any Adderall past like 1 o'clock. Because that's when I take it anyways. I take one when I first wake up and then I take another one like at 1. Then I'm done for the day. I mean, it's already like 9. What time? It's like 10 o'clock now. So it's only lasts in your system for 6 hours, the Adderall, the ones that I take. They're not the like extended release ones. No, I can't smoke bud, wicked, because I'm fed, yeah. I had probation or other reasons. Yeah, like they don't care about medical marijuana. They don't care about rec because it's fed. So which is stupid, man. I don't know why they don't just legalize it federally. You know what I mean? Like why? Why? It's still a Schedule 1. It literally has less. They're saying it has no medicinal purposes, even though like all the states have it for medicinal use. It clearly has medicinal purposes, but that's how they schedule it. It's worse than heroin and cocaine, according to the federal government. Yo, what's up? Peace. See me throw your. Kind of trying to do this on my legs. That don't work so good. Peace Dynamo. What are you doing tonight? The The answer to that is simple. They will have to admit they were wrong about. I don't know what you're talking about. Wrong about weed? Oh, I see what you're saying. They'd have to admit they were wrong about it. Well, I mean, yeah, it's the cat's already out of the bag, man. Like they're wrong. They know they're wrong. So like it's just they're being stubborn, I guess. I don't know what their deal is, but stupid, man. I thought maybe at least one good thing we could get from Biden would that he would do that. You know what I mean? Democrats. But I didn't think Trump was going to do it, but maybe Trump will do it now. I mean, sometimes Trump will just do stuff that he doesn't want to do just to because the people want it. I've noticed that, like when he had to ban bump stocks, he didn't want to ban bump stocks, but like everyone was up in arms about that shooting, so he had to. My pain doctor advised me to try the CBD gummies. Oh yeah, those CBD stuff helps quite a bit. It helps everyone differently. Like, I used to have medical, and I do the CBD, and I do for my shoulder because I had a shoulder surgery, so I got a bad shoulder, and you have to take it with some THC though. Like you can't just take straight CBD for pain wise. Anyways, you can CBD works for other stuff like shrinking cancer cells, but if you're using it for pain, like you can get like the 1 milligram THC to 5 milligrams CBD gummies. So or you can get the 50/50s, you know. But if you get just the straight CBD ones, they don't work. It's kind of like, milk. You have, for calcium to strengthen your bones, you have to have vitamin D with it. You know, without the vitamin D, that's just pointless. It's kind of like that. Did I get the video I wanted from the jail? Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to show this. It's right here. It's right here. I haven't even looked at it yet. I've been so busy. So I guess I'm going to work on that one for the 2.0 channel because, like I said, if you're just coming in, no more videos on the main channel anymore, except for the ones that my social media manager is going to drop once a week, those little compilation ones, until it's not banned, because it's clearly still banned right now. Kind of sucks too, because like, I missed out on a bunch of money for one, been 3 months worth of being banned here. Like, I'm literally going to apply for Medicaid. I'm going to go apply for Medicaid when I get this next paycheck because it's going to be so low that I'm sure that I'm going to be able to be on Medicaid again. Because I was like, cool. I was like, a while ago, I was making enough money. I was like, couldn't get Medicaid. And I'm not one of those guys, I got to not drop as many videos so I keep my Medicaid. I'm like, nah, screw that. I want to keep making more and more and afford my own health insurance, But now I'm like literally back to like broke as a joke, dude. So that sucks. And then, my subscribers went down. Like I usually was like about anywhere from 5,000 to 8,000 subscribers a month was my typical. Sometimes it'd go down to like 4,000 or 3,000 even. That was low. Then go up to 11,000 a month, but right in there, 5,000 to 8,000 range. And now it's like 1,000, like 1,000 a month. It's like way low. So my channel's not growing subscriber wise. I'm not making that much money. And then I'm not, I'm not getting the views. All right, you can't wait for that one, Bill? There's only a few blends available in Georgia. What's your fave channel right now? I don't know what you're talking about. You talking to me? Yeah, I didn't watch the whole thing. I kind of skimmed through it. I wanted to see if I was in it, and I wasn't. But I wasn't in the last one either. AFA was in it. Auditing Erie County, he's been in like every year now. He didn't put Bay Area. I know that was like a big deal. I thought he should have been in there too. He hasn't been too active this year, but he has been some. I was cool with James Freeman getting the Auditor of the Year. And then DirectE was in there. And I said something, oh, Direct D, something. And some guy was like, oh, good way to lose subscribers by supporting blah, 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 this guy. And I've been watching your channel for blah, blah, blah. And now I'm not. I'm like, okay, dude, I mean, what do you want me to say, bro? Like, what do you expect me to do, man? Be like, oh, okay, cool, man. I don't want to lose this subscriber of this guy that I don't know. So, hey, Direct D, I'm sorry, Dan, can't talk to you no more. Like, I think people just don't understand. I see if you're like, you're not educated and you can't grasp what's happening, at face value, you could be like, oh, he's just trying to start stuff with other channels, but that's not what he's doing. He's trying to call out other channels for the BS, man. Like, listen to what he's saying. Try that. Try actually listening to what he's saying and listen to understand. Don't just listen to respond to it and be like, oh, yeah, you're just trying to start shit. Like, listen to what he says. And then if it's still, you think then fine. But at least hear him out. You know what I mean? It's not like he's just saying a bunch of nonsense. Get on some panels. Lots of new subscribers there. Yeah. Any panels that I get on, everyone already knows who I am. But, I mean, maybe. You don't really get a bunch of subscribers that way. The way you get subscribers is by dropping banger videos. That's it. That's how you get subscribers. You might get like some pity ones there, here and there, but there's this guy, he's a police officer, he's been emailing me. He's from Colorado. He's a former police officer. And he said how he had to quit because it was so bad, the corruption, and he's telling me all this stuff. And I was like, dude, this guy would be freaking amazing to have up on a panel. You know what I mean? And he's down. He's got to remain anonymous though. And I was like, dude, this would be cool. But, I just don't have the reach, man. It's like, it sucks so bad. Cause if I would have done this 4 months ago, I'd have like 600 people in a panel like that interviewing a cop, dude. And like, people would want to see that. Now I'll probably get like, I don't know, maybe like 60 people in a live stream for that. So it's kind of like, oh, I don't even want to waste my time. You know what I mean? I just got to get the other channel big. So if you guys want to share the videos, like on your Facebook or whatever, and your social medias, share all the 2.0 videos, get those ones out. Yeah, it's true. He's probably not too big of a fan because, yeah, I've been chilling with Direct D now for like almost a year or so. Oh, is that why you said you didn't include him? Okay. And then what's her name? Q the Audit was in here. She's probably still in here. She said, she left a comment. She said, DMA is my favorite. I'm some people's favorites. I'm not many's favorites, but some people consider me my favorite. Their favorite. Yeah, but I can't. There are certain people when they do those showcase. That's why I didn't want to go to the Audit Palooza thing, because there's behind the scenes stuff. Not everyone gets along, guys, and like, you guys don't know that because I don't go public and be like, oh, I don't like this guy. But I mean, there's a lot of drama. Unfortunately, it's kind of stupid. But I try to keep out of it, and I try to keep my problems to other activists to myself, because all that does is it creates a divide, right? And then, oh, some people are team DMA and some people are team this guy. But the stuff that I have issues with, it's just like personal things in my personal life that they did that I don't like, or I did that they don't like. It's not stuff that like Christopher Ruff's done. Like, Christopher Ruff's not like, oh, dude, this guy did something, I don't like it. You know what I mean? Like, he's calling out like big time stuff, dude. It's not just like, oh no, man, like, you didn't call me back or some bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, this is like stuff that people need to be aware of, man, if you're going to be supporting these guys. Yeah, I have external hard drives. So I have all of my videos, all of them. I have like 5 terabytes worth of stuff. So the first like 2 years, I actually recorded in 1080, and then I finally filled up the first one. It was 4 terabytes. Oh, more. I got like no, I got like 20 terabytes, 20 terabytes, and then I switched to 4K, and then now like every 6 months I got to get it. I go through 4 terabytes every 6 months. So like month and a half is a full terabyte because I can put all my raw footage in there, and then I edit it, and then I put a rough one in there, and then I put a final because I do a rough, export that, and then I'll take that one, I'll take clips out of that because it's easier to do it that way, and then I'll put like my intro and my outro if I have one, stuff like that. So it takes up a ton of space. Those files are huge in the 4K, and I was shooting 60 frames per second too. That's like so big. I started going back to 30 frames. I like 60. It's smoother. And like if you need to get a thumbnail, sometimes cops are moving around too much. And I've had that happen where they're moving. And so like they're moving their hands and it'd be like a perfect thumbnail, their facial expression, but like they're moving their hand and it's kind of blurry. So I can't use that. So that's why I started doing 60 frames per second. But it just the space, man, like gosh. And sometimes when I'm editing, and I got a really good computer and good editing software, but it can't even handle that sometimes. It can handle it, but it buffers sometimes. That's annoying. And then it takes forever to export, and it takes forever to upload to YouTube. And I have good stuff. I mean, I had, like I said, good computer. I got the fastest internet that I can get. It's not the fastest, but it's fastest for residential. Like they have different tiers. In order to get faster, you have to have a business to get faster in this. But I want fast. Like I want to be able to upload my video in like 5 minutes max and ready to go, 4K. You know what I mean? But if I'm doing like a 30-minute audit in 4K, it's going to take like, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes to upload. It's not bad, but you do like an hour one. Oh, dude, you're waiting at least an hour, hour and a half. It gets worse when you go really long, big like that. Like that one, Carolina Fort Worth. Oh, because I had to do that one. I was over at Sweet Tea's house when I did that, and I had to wait overnight. I'd like sit there and wait overnight because hers is not that very fast. You need a hard drive for all the videos of your kids. Yeah, I mean, you can put them on your computer unless they're really big files. Like if you're shooting in 4K, you might need to get an external hard drive on your cell phone. I shoot in 4K on my cell phone too. Another really good reason for shooting 4K on your cell phone, it looks better. It does. And a lot of people don't have 4K. Like you can only really see it on like a TV. You can do it on your cell phone. But like usually it's not going to be on there. You have to like adjust it and make it 4K. And most people won't do that. And then depending on, if you're just on your 5G, maybe it'll buffer. And if your internet connection is not the fastest, it might buffer. So, but I think you can do that on your cell phone. I think you can make it 4K, but a lot of people don't do that. But even if you upload a 4K video and then they're downgrading and they're watching it on 1080 or 720, it's still, to me, I think it still looks better than if you shoot it in 1080 and watch it in 1080. Another reason why I started shooting in 4K also is because they wouldn't give me their names, the public employees. So I'd like get pictures of their name tags. But sometimes in 1080, it's not clear enough. I can't read it, but 4K, I can read it. That's another reason. I don't know. Doesn't he have like a Spanish accent? I don't know if he's AI. Could be. All those guys, you can't really see they never show their faces. Like that's how for public safety is the Direct D for public safety video or channel. I don't know if you guys know, but he has his own channel. It's called For Public Safety. You should go subscribe to it. It's like kind of like that. Like his voice is never on it. His face is never on it. Apple Vision? I don't even know what that is, bro. What's Apple Vision? I used to shoot videos with like camcorders back in like the 90s and the early 2000s. I wonder what the resolution was with that. It would go off lines. I think it was like 720. They're the goggles that you wear that you're supposed to be able to wear just in real life. So it's like the like spy glasses. I have a video with Sweet Tea where she went in and wore spy glasses. We wanted to see the difference between how they would treat me with the camera, which was ignore me and be rude, and then they would said that, oh, we can't answer any questions from the public. It's got to be from the PIO, and it's true. It's in their policy. I FOIA requested it. It says that if any member of the public asks any questions, you're to refer them to the PIO. You're not supposed to answer anything from them. So we tested that, and they don't follow their own policy. They only follow it if you have a camera. And she asked question after question after question, dude. And they were just sitting there happy as pig and slop, answering them all. Talking about fire alarms and all kinds. I was at the fire department, not the fire department, but it was like where you get permits for for fire stuff. It's a permit building. So it was pretty funny. It's one of my better videos. I liked it. Didn't get a ton of views, but a cop on a stop or a Karen on the street, cop on the stop. I mean, they both can be it because I mean, I've been assaulted by women, I don't know, like 5 or 6 times. Women put their hands on me, slap my camera out of my hand. I got they bump into me all the time. And then I got assaulted by men too, grabbing my camera and stuff. So, but definitely a cop because I don't feel like my life's in danger if a Karen's doing something like that. I feel annoyed by her, but I don't feel scared for my life. When cops start acting like that, the adrenaline's a whole different ball game because you don't know what they're going to do. Am I going to be strong enough to get them to realize that, you're out of your league? And that's what's happened most of the time, probably 99% of the time. But that 1%, I ended up leaving in handcuffs. But I mean, what are they going to do? Are they going to slam you onto the concrete? Are they going to pull a Carolina and Fort Worth on you? You know what I mean? Like, what are they going to do? Are they going to pull out their taser? And I mean, who knows? They clearly can't stand people with cameras. So I use Adobe Premiere Pro. And then actually with the package that I buy, it's monthly. It's kind of a lot. It's like $59 a month. But all my stuff's like top of the line, dude. Because I mean, I'm a professional. I take my stuff seriously. But I can do thumbnails on there too. And it's like top of the line thumbnails, but it's so hard to figure out. I was trying to mess with it the other day, and it's like, man, I'm going to do like a tutorial. I use Canva, and it's kind of basic though, but it's easy. It's user friendly. But I got this bad boy. I just got it. And I got the receiver. So I got this so I can do street interviews again. And that's going to be like kind of a new thing that I'm going to start doing now. Again, I'm taking my activism more than just audits. So I'm going to go back on the streets. We're going to do like Adam versus the man type stuff. And this is a really nice, it's like top of the line microphone. It's cost me like $250, I think. And then I got it, and then it doesn't come with a receiver though. Like you have to buy all this stuff separately. And so I got the receiver, and then I got the top of the line. This was like $200, like 150 or something. I just got that today, and I just charged it, so I haven't had a time to test it yet. But I got to hook it up. So you put this on. This is a receiver, and you pair it to your or no, I think you plug it straight into your camera, and then you pair the microphone to this, and then this is your microphone. So we can be professional. Because I mean, I want to be professional. You know what I mean? If I'm going to go do street interviews, I want it to be legit, not, with my cell phone or something like that. You know what I mean? Like this is more, people going to take you more seriously if you have holding this thing. So that's why I do it like that. But yeah, everything I get, it's kind of like, I get like the best computer. I got like little other camera over here, webcam. Are you friends with James Freeman? Like, do you have each other's phone numbers? Yeah, I have his phone number. I've talked to him a few times. I wouldn't say that we're friends. Like, friends to me is like I hang out with you. You know what I mean? And I've never even met him. He actually was over here in Denver. We were supposed to hang out, but he never hit me up. But he hit me up. He was in Colorado Springs. I told him some stuff to hit up over there, and then he said he was coming out here, but then he never hit me up. So, but yeah, I pretty much have everyone's phone number now. Talk to once you get like in the group, then you get to know everyone. I remember the very first time I had 10,000 subscribers, and I think I don't know if I sent my Chatio video to him on Facebook or if somebody sent it to him, but he thought it was gold, man. And he's like, gave me his phone number. He's like, call me. And I remember when I called him, I was all nervous, dude, like super starstruck and nervous, but like, I handled it all right. But it was just like, he's a celebrity to me. You know what I mean? So when you first start, I just had a small channel then. It's kind of starstruck, but not anymore. I mean, now it's just, everyone's just like another person. That's it. Cops have the means to go too far. Yes, they do. And most of the time there's no repercussions, so they just do whatever they want. That mic's pro. Yeah, thanks. I'm excited to use it because I think I can hook this microphone up to this too. Then I can use that for this one. So it came with a little thing, like a little hook on it for like a boom mic thing. I'm gonna see if I can hook it up right here or something. See how much better it sounds. I mean, this one sounds good, but it's not gonna sound as good as this one. This one was like $95 or like 100. This one was like $250. So this is like professional. I mean, Rode's like top of the line. Yo, Aussie Nathan, what up, bro? Do you think people or cops behave differently to cameras in different regions of the US? Yes. And they're all bad to a degree. Like everyone has these really bad guys, but there are certain states that aren't as bad. Just from my limited experience, like Massachusetts, and I know AFA has some tyrant ones over there, so they're there, but most of the ones that I ran into in Massachusetts and New Hampshire, they're not like crazy out of control tyrants. They do say stupid stuff like, oh, you guys are just here to get a reaction, but they're not, doing incredibly dumb stuff. Like out here in Denver, dude, like, oh man, Denver's terrible. I've had Denver ones get in my face, getting physical with me. I was with my friend, he was a 61-year-old senior citizen vet, got shoved down under the sidewalk. They just grabbed him, shoved him, dude. Fell into the fence, and he's still getting sued for that. That Officer Lane, Denver Police Department, had like 16 other unlawful use of force complaints on him. He tased some dude in the neck. Like nothing ever happens to him. That's why he's still working there. Why did he want to talk to you about the Chatio video? Was he planning on featuring it on this channel? Yeah, he did feature it. He's actually the one that helped get that video a lot of views. Because like I said, that was when I first started, and I had about 10,000 subscribers, and I think that video probably had like 20,000 views. And then he got a bunch of views on his, and then then Chatio did another video on his channel, because he has his own YouTube channel, talking about us. And oh, they're one way, they're one way politically, and they're just here to cause trouble. And like he was explaining his whole situation with us, and everything that he was saying was a lie. Like he was manipulating his viewers, and they were just all believing everything he said. Oh yeah, that's messed up. And he was trying to like gaslight everyone into thinking that it was something that it wasn't, like that we were going into the kids section to record kids and stuff like that, when we didn't even record a single kid. He's the only kid that we recorded. He's the only child that we recorded, was Chatio. And I wasn't even going to go into the children's section. The only reason I did was because the security guard was like flexing on me about going in there, like, you know where you're headed, right? And I was like, yeah. He's like, that's a children's area. And I was like, okay, why would you tell me that? I just wanted to make sure you knew where you're going. And then he was like shaking his head at me and stuff like that. And I was like, dude, I wasn't even going to go in there, bro. But like, that's how it is. Like, if you tell me I can't do something, well, now I'm going to do it. You know what I mean? So don't go up to another full grown man and try to tell him to, hey, man, don't walk down that hallway over there. Why? Just because I don't want you to. You know what I mean? Like, no legal justification, no policy, no nothing. I just don't want you to. Like, that's how I take that. Like, who are you, a man, to tell another full grown man what I can do? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I went in there. And thank God I did go in there, because we got Chadio fired, man, which clearly he shouldn't be working around children, or shouldn't be working around the public, dude, period. He needs to have a job where he can just be isolated and not have to interact with anyone. I mean, he did a bunch of crazy stuff, dude. He freaked out on his friend on one of his panels. I did a panel on his panel where he told his friend that he was going to throw his wife down the stairs and stuff, dude. Like, and then he like rage quit and like slapped his computer and then rage quit. He was a nut job, dude. And then he was saying something about, what was that bridge that fell down like last year? I don't even remember where it was, and a bunch of people died. And he was like being super sympathetic about it. One of the ladies that was on panel had like family members that died, and the guy's just out there, man. And people were saying he's autistic, and other people are saying, dude, he's not autistic. I can say you one thing for sure, though. The barber, Riley the barber, is not autistic. I spoke with his ex-girlfriend and his ex-girlfriend's mom for like 2 hours. They told me some crazy stories. Oh, yeah, Baltimore, Keybridge. Yep, that's what it was. So, yeah, so Johnny 5-0 is the one that kind of got that one going. And then me and AFA had our prank call channel. It's called DMAFA Pranks. And we were pranked a bunch of people, like James Freeman, and I had Johnny 5-0's number. I was like, dude, let's prank Johnny 5-0. And so he's like, all right. And I gave AFA the number, and he pranked him. And it was something about his case where he got like slammed in the concrete by this cop, and he got like really weirded out about it and like hung up, and then he wouldn't talk to us anymore. And then I called him. I was like, hey man, it's DMA's. Oh, hey, what's up? Like he was totally cool with me. I was like, hey man, sorry about that phone call, dude, blah, blah, blah. And he just got all weird, dude, and hung up on me. And then I haven't really talked to him since. So he didn't like it, I guess. But ever since, I mean, I've talked to him since, but it's kind of like at first we were like buds. Like I talk to him whenever I want, and he'd call me sometimes. And like, so I thought it was cool. I was going to prank you, man. But I only prank people if I like you, though. I'm not going to prank you if I don't like you. You know what I mean? We were going to prank Chili, though. I do have Chili's number. He gave me his phone number a long time ago, but I never wrote it down or anything. I don't have it. I think Sweet Tea has his number. So I didn't have the number because they took my phone. So I think she has it. But I actually got his number from someone else. But yeah, if I prank you, it's because I like you. Like I pranked Lackluster pretty good. Pranked This Is a Public Service really good. We pranked James Freeman. We pranked a bunch of other smaller channels. Yeah, maybe I'll prank him one of these days. Maybe me and F in Reality will prank him. I don't know, dude. I don't know if it's worth it, though, bro. You know how he's going to be. He's going to send me a cease and desist letter, and he's going to sue me. I'm going to have to go to court for prank calling. He's going to say it's harassment or something. Like, if I called Chili, like, repeatedly, that could be harassment, yeah. But if I just call him one time and do a prank call, and that's it, that's not harassment. He could say it is, but he'd lose. So trust me, we've done our research. Like, we're friends with all the prank call community out here, and there's rules. And the rules are you don't call people over and over because that can be construed as harassment. Oh, yeah, that one was funny, huh? This is a public service. You guys should go check that out. You guys want to watch it? You want to watch the prank? Yes. Yeah. I don't know if it's worth it, man. Because then I know it's not illegal, but then he could make my life worse. You know, if he like tries to sue me, you know, has me served with some papers now, and I got to go waste my time with that. Oh, dude, I love the Jerky Boys, man. And I only saw the movie though, so I don't know what the Jerky Boy tapes are, but the movie was hilarious. We watch Phone Losers of America group. It's Brad Carter is the owner of it. He's got the Snowplow Show. We watch Dwight the Janitor. We used to watch Carlito. Rest in peace. He actually passed away a few years ago, but he was one of the goats. There's lots of good. I haven't been in the game for so long. King Richard. There's a bunch of dudes in that. We had what was it? Twisted Memory, I think, up on our show last time that we did. Me and F in Reality did a show a couple months ago, like 3 months ago. Still got all those videos to edit too. So got all those prank calls to do. Got a bunch more I got to get done. I'll play the teasers. How about that? I won't play the whole prank because I think the whole prank's kind of like, it's kind of long. But I can play the teasers though, so you guys can go check it out later. I think I made it private though. I have to do it on my YouTube studio. Because I went and made all my videos private to have less than 50,000 views. Because Direct D told me to do it because it helps with your stats or something like that to get more views. So I just did it. And that one only had like 12,000. So see if I can find it in here. I don't even know how far back it was. I don't know if it was this far back. No, I went too far. It wasn't that far back. Somewhere around here, I think. There it is. Let's see. See, it's kind of weird. It has a hard time playing when you do it this way. Oh, there it goes. Okay, hold on. Shit. Come on. Okay, there's only 3 of you in here. We're going to play the teasers. Okay, here we go. Let me set it up. Oh, let me get rid of this. And then we'll end the stream because ambience kicking in. Okay, here we go. I'm getting all the neighbors together, and we're gonna fly all of our blue line flags in opposition of your YouTube nonsense, son. My cousin and my brother-in-law are both deputies, son.
Good for them. Hopefully they honor their oaths.
Oath? What is an oath, son? We don't care about no damn oath. Why can't you just respect authority like the founders would have wanted you to do?
Do you think it's important that we hold our government to task, that we scrutinize the actions of the government?
I think you should believe in what the Bible says, son, and you should bow down and you should lick the boot. You should deep throat the boot.
See, you don't understand, son, that we back the blue in this neighborhood. So you can either do one thing. You can either get rid of these stupid videos and this nonsense and get a real job.
Come get it. Come get it.
Yeah, we're going to run across, going to have a noose. We're going to have ourselves a little old-fashioned hanging out there for these First Amendment auditor boys.
Chad from California. I'm gonna post this on my YouTube channel. It's gonna be hilarious.
Well, I didn't give you permission. I didn't give you permission.
Yeah, but I don't give a.
I didn't give you permission to use my voice, son. I will sue you.
Did you hear the recording at the beginning of the call?
I just know that now I'm another victim, just like all my brothers in blue who gave the ultimate sacrifice and who put their lives on the line every day to protect us, protect our rights. Protect our rights, son.
So that's it. Let me actually go back here and let's make it not private, so in case you guys want to watch it. Let's go public. Okay, so it's public now. In case you guys want to go watch the whole thing. It's funny. You should you can watch it on DM FNA Pranks, actually, is where you should have watched it. I shouldn't have even done that. Go to that channel, DM FNA Pranks. It's in my about section. You should subscribe. So, all right, guys. It was, I don't know how he didn't know I was pranking him, dude, because I've talked to him on the phone before. I was trying to disguise my voice, but I think maybe he might have known too, but I don't know. So, all right, cue the audit and Wicked Wembley. Peace out, guys. Have a great night. Talk to you later.